I want to welcome you to the Base God Live, also known as the Bass God Live. Warning, this show is not recommended for children under 13 years old. Parental discretion is advised. This is not a children's channel. Well, it has been a while since I have gone live. I think I've pretty much lost my entire audience at this point. But I still want to do some channel announcements because it's just been so long since I've actually gone live. And I might actually edit this so I can put it as a trailer for my channel. I've been broadcasting the Retro Rogues live show for, I think almost 2 years now. And doing that with my co-host Dave Beatty. Officially, that show right now is like on indefinite hiatus. I haven't had any like detailed discussions with Dave about the future of that show. The last conversation I had with him, basically, he's just too busy to do the show. So I've been trying to figure out what I want to do. I actually took a break. I haven't been on any social media platforms pretty much at all for the last couple of months and trying to figure things out. I did actually do some fun stuff like at the beginning of this month. It's in August. I went to the Game On Expo, which is a awesome video game and anime convention in Phoenix, Arizona. And big shout out to that event. Great event. My family goes to it. My brother, my kids. We go there every year, and really great to see it back because it had been shut down due to the pandemic. Had a great time at that. This last weekend, I'm actually coming back. I came back Sunday. Today's Wednesday. I came back from the event formerly known as Star Trek Vegas. So I was at that event over the weekend. That was a lot of fun. I might do a separate video on that as far as a recap of the event formerly known as Star Trek Vegas. They tried a new venue this year. My understanding is they're going back to the Rio next year. This year they were at Bally's in Las Vegas. And there were some issues. There were definitely some issues, but I did have a good time. I might even, like I said, I might do a separate video. I might do a breakdown of Game On Expo. I don't know. The future of this channel is a little bit up in the air. I know that I basically have to rebuild my audience, but I also have like 300. I have like 300 subscribers on my YouTube. I do a multicast, so I also have about almost 500 followers now on Twitter. I don't know how many Facebook people I have. But then I also have a Twitch account, which is pretty much nothing. But I'm trying to rebrand, trying to figure out what I want to do. I'm definitely looking forward to doing a new show with my partner, Robert McVeigh from Bad Bob Productions. We're going to be doing our own show in the future. We haven't decided exactly when we're doing it, but that will be a completely new rebrand. Like it will have its own dedicated YouTube. It will have its own dedicated Twitch, its own dedicated Twitter, and it will also but it will be using the Bad Bob's official Facebook. So if you look for Bad Bob Productions, if you have Facebook, look for that in the future. So we'll be doing a show together, Rob and I, that's going to be called The Bad Bob Show. So that's coming up in the future. So anyway, like I said, it's been a minute. I know I've pretty much lost all of my audience, but I want to hopefully edit this to use as additional content for my channel because I haven't had content in so very long. So why people might show up for this, obviously, is for the title. I'm going to do a live unboxing from Stuntman Comics of Jack the Vampire Hunter. I'm a big supporter of independent media. And that is definitely one thing I want to do with this show is support independent media. And a lot of times, to be honest, it's hard to find independent media. I'm an independent film producer myself. I'm currently one of the executive producers for a film called Staycation. That's going to be a feature film, hopefully coming out soon. Last I heard, the rough cut has been completed. So that's pretty cool. And I'm really looking forward to that film coming out. I'm also trying to work on some other film projects as we speak. I'm already trying to talk to some people that are involved with some other films that I would like to get involved with. So I'm always on the lookout for that as a film producer. My partner, Robert, he is the director. I do most of the producing. And we're always looking for new stuff. And we have a lot of our own ideas. And we're always looking to do new projects. So the reason we are here, right, is for the unboxing. So the first thing I do want to do is just provide a little bit of background on what it is I'm unboxing in case random people happen to come and see this video. So let's bring up the Indiegogo campaign for Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. Hopefully you can see it because I don't have a dual screen situation. I don't have a co-host, so I don't know what it is you're actually seeing right now. But we've got the Indiegogo campaign for Jack the Vampire Hunter. The Highgate Vampire has unleashed hell on Earth, and only one person can stop it. I wonder who that one person could be. Anyway, as we can see, this was a campaign that was done by Mandy Summers. If you are not familiar with her, she actually does a lot of YouTube. She's actually very entertaining. She's actually very good on YouTube, and I do recommend that you check out her channels. So here's the summary for Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter. It goes, welcome Indiegogo backers. This is a campaign to fund Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter, a 60-page graphic novel by Mandy Summers and Peter Gilmore. I do want to give a shout out to Peter Gilmore. When I was actually active on anti-social media, which is what I like to call it, I would reach out to Mandy sometimes and to Peter sometimes, just chatting, just tweeting, and they were very good about liking, saying thank you, all that kind of stuff. So regardless of my first impressions of the book, I definitely want to give them a shout out, but I am going to be as brutally honest as possible with this and tell you what it is my initial impressions are as I actually go ahead and unbox this. Okay. So let me go ahead and remove the Indiegogo campaign, which also you could see was very successful. I didn't say the number, but we showed it there. So first off, this is what it comes in. As you can see, this is it's sort of wrapped. It's sort of a wrapped cardboard lining, like a cardboard box kind of a thing. I've supported similar campaigns in the past. I've supported like Brian Polito's campaigns, several of them. I've got a bunch of those, and also Cara Nicole, also known as AZ Power Girl. I've supported her campaign, and I can tell you that they came in very similar packaging. So right off the bat, that's good. So I can see that it's very similar. I'll try not to cut myself here. Make sure, hopefully this knife is sharp enough. I didn't test it. I wanted to make sure that everything was going on live. So, and that includes the cutting of the tape here. Probably should have done this beforehand. Like I said, maybe I will edit this and just that will give me some additional content to put on my channel. And I'm very hopeful that I do not stab myself here. So I guess we could say right off the bat that they did a good job of packaging this thing. So I'm having some difficulty cutting it open. I thought about cutting this beforehand, but I thought also if I did cut it beforehand, you couldn't see the struggle and you might think, oh, he looked at it before he went on the air. And I'm trying to go for 100% authenticity that I am indeed doing a live unboxing. All right, so you can kind of see how this works here. It's like kind of like almost like a folder situation. You open it up and let's see what we got. Now, I should have more than the book because there were several reward tiers that were accomplished. And I don't remember exactly what they were. This campaign did take a while. That's interesting. So this is actually the packaging itself is apparently like a set packaging. I thought it was just like the lining of a box or something. It's called Gemini Comic Supply. So I guess that this is a thing. So if you're doing your own campaign, I actually did a comic book campaign a long time ago, but we used a different packing solution than this. We also didn't really have a lot of rewards. So take it out of the packaging and here we go. It's in some like, you can see it's like in some bubble wrap, which is very nice. It looks like everything has come pretty pristine. So we'll start unwrapping the bubble wrap. And right off the bat, I can see my rewards. So let's go through the rewards first, and then because it's actually the rewards are on top anyway. So first thing we got is we got some playing cards. I can't remember exactly how many there are. This is an unboxing, so you might as well check it out, right? I know it's not like a full deck or anything like that, but I can feel that it's multiple cards. So we've got the Jack here, and Jack is the Jack. We have a female character here that is the Queen. You can see that. We have a king who kind of looks like Nosferatu. I assume he's the vampire of the Vampire Slayers. We have another queen here that looks like it might be some, like female vampires. Try not to get my thumbs in the way there. And then we have a king. And I'm not sure who that is, because that's definitely not Jack. It's definitely not Jack the Ripper. So those are the playing cards. I like them. They are very pristine. They've got very good, nice edges to them, as you can see. So they survive the transport well. And you can see what's on the back. I think the back is all the same. I don't know if they offered a full deck of these cards or not, but they are cool. I do like them. I'll put them back in the package after the unboxing. But they came in a nice little sleeve. I like that kind of stuff. I want to keep everything as pristine as possible. It's all going to go right back into its packaging for me, probably after I read it. This is like a little kind of oversized postcard is what I would call it, because it's not like a poster. Like, it's actually like postcard stock. Oh, I got two. Oh, look, there's a surprise. So here, let's look at the first one. I think this is the standard cover. This is the normal cover for the book. I think that's what this is. And again, it's kind of like more of like a harder stock of paper. It's not super flimsy like a normal poster is. And then we've got this, which I believe these are the alternate covers. That's what I think these are. And this was I believe this was a reward tier. So you can see this is actually a really, really cool image. I really like it. I almost have to look at it myself but it's like, I like that image a lot. Now I got the standard edition. You'll see that in a second, but I think that's what these are. I think these are the alternate covers. And as a reward tier, because they made quite a decent amount of money on this campaign, they went way over their goal. They gave you these as well. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I have to say, my favorite so far is that this is definitely this one. If that was one of the covers offered, I think I probably should have gone for that one. Although I like the original too. I like the base one. And then we've got another one here. This one you can see is pretty sexy, pretty risque. You can see that there's a lot of female vampires there. Very interesting one. I definitely like it. I don't know. I still think the other one's my favorite. I like that one definitely. And then this one. And I don't know who that character is. I wonder who that character is, because Jack is clearly on the top. I don't know who this other character is. But he appears to be a vampire, right? He's taking out that girl's chest. That is a weird image, isn't it? So you've got the woman's chest, but it's all ripped out. So I assume that's what these are. Wow, there's a lot of them. This is unexpected. So you're getting like a natural reaction. I'm kind of like, wow, I thought there would be like maybe one or two. You can see more of sort of like the I don't know what you'd call them, like the vampire queens, that kind of thing. That's kind of something that reminds me of the original Dracula. He had those kind of female concubines, if you will. And let's see what this one is. Another one. This is very Nosferatu. This is very much like Nosferatu. That's what this reminds me of. Jack the Ripper, vampire hunter. So I think they definitely went with that look. To be honest, I haven't had a chance to like have a detailed interview with Mandy, or anybody associated with the book. So I'm not sure exactly what they were going for. I've checked out them on YouTube a couple times, but usually when they're on, I'm doing something. All right, this might be my favorite. I don't know. This might be my favorite. This is pretty risque, pretty cool. Yeah. Who's not going to dig that, right? Especially, yeah. I'll just leave it at that. That's a very cool image there. I do actually think I remember this from the campaign when they were offering this cover. So again, I think what all those was that way I get to have all the covers, even though I only bought one book. That's what I'm assuming that is, but I can't say for sure. So that looks like that's the rewards. Not bad at all. I'm definitely pleased with it. It's actually a little bit more than I expected. I do remember the cards, and I do remember kind of wanting the cards. But here we go. Here's the book. So first of all, this is obviously the standard cover. This is what I got, the base cover. One of the reasons I got this was because I just thought it was just very classic and classy looking. So I wanted to make sure that that's what I got, is like, you know, if I do decide to display this, it's not going to offend anybody, right? It's just going to be like, oh, what is that, right? It'll be like a conversation piece, and it won't get into anything weird. Here on the back, they have, I don't know if that's the Stuntman Comics logo or what, or they just did that for this book. I don't know if that's the Stuntman, so to speak. I don't know enough about Stuntman Comics to comment on that, but that is neat. So you got this other logo on the back. Yeah, I wonder if that is Stuntman. You can see the copyright there from Stuntman Comics. And you can see over here on the top, you've got the writer, Andy Summers, and then you've got Mr. Gilmore as the author over there. And it's my understanding that Mr. Gilmore is a Brit. He is actually from the UK. All right, so looking inside, which is hard to show, you can see some of the artwork. It's going to be hard for me to show you the pages. I'm just going to kind of randomly show you pages, so you can kind of get an idea of the artwork. I'm digging it, and of course I'm looking at it around the corner to the screen, but I'm impressed with the artwork. I think it looks really good. And this is the kind of style I think that I typically enjoy from a book as well. So there's some real interesting images here. Here, let's hope I don't get banned for some of these images, but you can see that image right there. Yeah, pretty brutal stuff. So that's what you're in for if you go ahead and you get this book. Definitely, I'm pleased with it. One thing I forgot to do was just to check what my reward tier was. I know it was one of the lower ones because I just bought the base book. But because they made so much money on the campaign, because they basically blew their numbers out of the park, you had the extra stuff. So I got the little mini posters and I got the cards. So that's pretty cool. So overall, I have to say my first impression, I haven't read the book, obviously. It looks really cool. I really like the rewards. I didn't expect all those different covers. I did know about the cards, but I guess I was kind of not paying too much attention to the campaign to realize I was going to get all this stuff. So I'm pretty pleased with it. Again, I can't remember exactly what my reward tier was. Let me look at the thing again. By the way, they made $65,545. And I can't remember, it doesn't say what their original goal was. I know their original goal was way, way lower. It also says they have 1,106 backers. So really good on them for independent comic book. I know that Mandy's done some other books, but still, she's definitely indie. She doesn't have a background, as far as I know, at any of the big publishers. So that's pretty awesome. So I think just the book cover A is the one that I did. And let me show you what I'm looking at. Obviously, this is a visual medium. So if you look over here, and then I have to switch back. Because the campaign's over, it might be hard to see. But yeah, this is what I got. I got the book cover A, $25, one physical copy of Jack the Ripper Vampire Hunter cover A, delivered to your mailing address, bubble wrapped in a Gemini flash mailer. I should have looked at that. The flash, so that's what that's called, a flash mailer. I would have just called it a cardboard thing. Included items, cover A, The Pursuit. And there were 418 people that did that. But again, I want to note that I got the additional items like the cards, and I got the posters and things like that as a reward because they went way over their amount, and they did rewards as they hit other tiers. And I really like it when a campaign does that. So again, kudos for them. I think they did a good job on the campaign, obviously. So far, I'm very pleased with what I got. And maybe I'll do a future video where I actually review the book and tell you what I think of the book. So far, looking at the artwork, just looking through it, I really did enjoy the artwork. The artwork is actually very good. And you can see right here, want to clarify. So yeah, these are the covers, right? So this is what I got. I got physical versions of all these covers that you can see here. So that's really cool. I really like that. So it's kind of like, even though I had to choose one cover because I wasn't going to buy all the books, I still get the other covers. I still get the other artwork. And that's very, very cool. Again, kudos to them. I think they did a great job. Like I said, maybe in a future video, I'll go ahead and actually review the book itself, tell you what I think of the story. But the artwork, I can tell you right now, dig it. Gilmore did a great job. Kudos to him. And maybe in a future video, I'll talk about the story. So I guess that's going to be it from me. I appreciate anybody who checked out this video. You know, the whole standard, like, subscribe, tell your friends about it, whatever you can do to help out my channel. I definitely appreciate it. And with that, I guess I'll be taking off.